Welcome to today's practice here in the third space. It's wonderful, truly wonderful that you can be here. Tonight's practice, we're going to allow our imaginations and our memories to be released into a place of creativity and freedom. So I invite you to approach this practice with that in mind. So to begin with, in order that our bodies are not distracting us as much as possible, let's get into a comfortable position. And usually I encourage us to be symmetrical, whether you're sitting or lying down or reclining, whatever posture you can get into that's beautifully balanced, having a nice and neutral spine. And when I mean neutral, I just mean straight up and down as much as possible without being like a rod or anything, but just allowing the curve of our neck and spine just to be lovely and relaxed. And let's begin to pay attention to our body. I invite you to close your eyes. Not closing them in a clenched kind of way, but just gently. Noticing where the breath is landing in our bodies. Noticing it flow in through the nose, down our throats, into our bodies, into our torso. Noticing where it's landing, noticing if it's not going all the way down. And as we draw the breath in through our nose and down our throat, draw it right down deep towards the belly. Right down above the diaphragm. And on the next breath in, take a deeper than normal breath. Like really draw it in and hold the breath for a moment. Just pausing, pausing, and slowly releasing the breath from the body. It might feel good to give a bit of a sigh. So really breathing deeply, just breathing the air in. As we breathe in and out, you might like to use these words as a way of activating the imagination and opening the heart space and opening our spirit awareness to the spirit of life, to the breath of life. So now we're going to breathe in. Breathing in, I breathe in the spirit of life. Breathing in. I breathe out. Breathing in, I breathe in the spirit of life. I breathe out. One more time. I breathe in the spirit of life. I breathe out. I'm going to continue to pay attention and notice our breathing. Breathing in the breath of life, the life breath. You might like to say those words in your mind as you breathe in. I breathe in the life breath. And as we breathe in, let's imagine that breath of life, that life breath, flooding every fiber of our being, every part of our body. Breathing in such a way that every cell in our body is receiving nourishment from the breath of life. Imagining our whole body breathing, not just our lungs, but every cell, every joint, every muscle, our brain, our organs, our arms and our legs, every part of us is breathing in and is sustained by the spirit of life. We might begin to notice as we pay attention to our bodies, we might feel like there's some electricity running through, or maybe a sense of vibrancy as we draw the oxygen in through our nose, down our throat, through our lungs and into our blood. And with every breath in, we receive. I breathe in life. My body is a gift to me. I am at one with my body. Breathing in the life breath. As we have our attention on our bodies at this time, we begin to notice the flow of gravity. This beautiful, stabilizing, ever constant flow over our bodies. Holding us and connecting us to the earth. Perhaps we can imagine the moon and the sun, all intimately connected, and the gravity flowing down over our body, over the top of our head, down our forehead, and the whole of our face, flowing down the back of our neck, down our chin. With each breath out, we release the face muscles, releasing the jaw. With each breath out, releasing the tension in our face. The gravity flows down over our shoulders. Gravity reminding us we belong to this earth. We are held safely, flowing down the back of our neck all the way down our spine. Gravity flowing over our entire body, which is filled with the breath of life. Working in harmony. Gravity flowing down over our chest, over our collarbone and our chest and our sternum. And maybe we notice the gravity is making our body feel a bit heavy, and we don't resist that. We flow with it beautifully. I breathe in life. I flow with gravity. I am held by the earth. My whole body, my torso, the flow of gravity flowing down over our hips and our sit bones. Maybe we notice that feeling in our legs and our knees and our calves, the beautiful flow of oxygen on the inside and the sensation of weight on the outside, flowing down to our ankles and our feet and our toes. My body is a gift from the Creator. We flow together. We notice any part of our body which is asking for attention. Maybe there's some pain. As we continue to breathe deeply, perhaps we place our hand on the part of our body that is asking us to notice. And as we breathe in and out, and as we sense the gravity on our bodies, we just imagine the life-giving, healing oxygen flowing to that part of our body, giving it what it needs. The life blood, the blood of life, the breath, the healing, the flow. Our body is a gift. As we continue to breathe deeply and notice, perhaps we place a hand over our heart space. And as we breathe in, perhaps we say the words, I breathe in divine love. I breathe in divine love. Breathing it in with every breath. Feeling that flow of love from the one who loves us with an eternal and everlasting love. And we receive that with every breath. Nothing can separate us from this love. So as we notice what's happening in our heart space, we notice the emotions, We feel what we feel. And in our imaginations, we imagine our heart and our heart space being flooded and filled with divine love. In using our imaginations, I'm going to be quiet for a moment as we continue to breathe, but using our imaginations, allowing divine love to come in and flood our hearts with whatever comes into our imaginations, whatever imagery comes. Breathe it in and receive it. Allowing our will to soften. We are loved with an everlasting love. Everlasting, ever flowing, ever embracing. Nothing can stop that. Nothing. We are loved. As we continue to breathe, as we continue to stay in this soft place, we move our awareness up into our mind, up into the place of our thoughts, the place of our internal criticisms and affirmations, the place of our internal arguments and pleasures, that place within our being where the internal dialogue happens. And we notice what's happening in our mind, what thoughts are we aware of? And we just notice them. They're not right or wrong, they just are. But as we continue to breathe, perhaps we allow the light to shine into our mind, into the place of our thought consciousness. And we breathe in with the words, I breathe in light. I breathe in light. And again, one more time, I breathe in light. And we allow the light to fill our minds. And whatever that looks like in our imaginations, each breath in floods our mind and our thought space with light. The light of the world. the light of life. We are enlightened to divine love. We receive it with every breath in. With every breath out, we release the thoughts that are not serving us. We release them. Whew. Whew. We sit in this place of harmony of our body, of our heart, and of our mind. In a place of coherence and oneness. And we slowly and gently allow our thoughts to move from being aware of our mind and our body and our heart. And as a feather falls and drifts down, so too we allow our awareness to move into the center of our being, to our spirit. The place of our eternal identity. And we sit in this place becoming aware of the one who formed us, from whom we came, the union of our spirit with the Spirit of God. And with each breath in, as our body expands, we allow our awareness of our spirit to expand. The very life within us. And as a whole being, we become aware of the one who formed us and shaped us, who loves us. And we come into union with the one who breathes life in us. Becoming aware of the one in whose image we are made and in whose likeness we are becoming. The place of sacred union. In flow with the one who created the cosmos. the one who loves us and who knew us even before. The one who dreamed us into being. We slowly and gently allow our conscious awareness to move up to our imagination now, up into our imagination. And in the flow and harmony of our spirit and our imagination, we begin to allow life to emerge in that place, creativity to flow. We allow images to come and memories, the beautiful things, the things of wonder, the memories of joy. And in this place, we are filled with gladness. Glad to be alive, to be breathing in the spirit of life, the life breath, breathing in divine love, breathing in light. Breathing it in. No separation. Awe and wonder and flow. And peace. Peace. Rest. Hope. We slowly and very gently begin to allow our awareness and our consciousness to move up bubble up. Perhaps this is a time you would like to extend. Feel free to step out or pause and sit in this place of union and oneness and peacefulness. Beginning to breathe in, taking a deeper than normal breath and really allowing the body to receive that life-giving air. I breathe in life. I breathe in love. I breathe in light. I am loved. When you're ready, you can begin to slowly and gently blink open your eyes, giving them time to adjust to the space that you're in. Aware of your body in the space. And with that, we close this time of meditation. Be at peace, my friends. Shalom.